Hello, third graders. This is a special recorded lesson that is going to be the lesson you would have had in person if we had had school today. So hopefully you enjoy this video lesson and take a look. And my first question for you is this. Can you name these two kinds of notes? So we have this note here and these notes here. Do you remember what they're called? So here are our I can statements. I can identify simple rhythmic notation. I can create my own rhythms. So we're going to start by reviewing our song Oboe Si Menzana. Let's take a listen to the song again. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to watch some teachers play the Oboe Si Menzana game. Now if you want, you can find yourself two rocks and you can follow along with them in the movements of the activity. Let's watch.
Don't crush your hand. A little bit faster and even faster. Here we go. Even faster. Here we go.
So were we tapping the beat or the rhythm? That's my question for you. Were we, when they were padding the game or playing the game with the rocks, were they with the beat or with rhythm? That's right. We were tapping the beat. We can notate music with one long sound to a beat as a quarter note. Here we have our quarter note. We can notate music with two short sounds to a beat with eighth notes. These are our eighth notes. Now you can notice that the quarter note and the eighth notes look a lot alike. All that is different is this bar on top. If I get rid of that bar, all of a sudden we have just two quarter notes. So that bar just attaches the two quarter notes together and turns them into eighth notes. So we know that it's not just one note, but two notes, because we have 1, 2. So let's go back to Oboe Si Menzana and find those notes. So if you found a quarter note at the end of our song and the end of this line, good job. Those are some quarter notes. And if you could find eighth notes, well, there's a lot of them. So here we have a bunch there. Here we have some more. A lot of eighth notes in this song. So this song has a lot of eighth notes, two sounds to a beat, and only a couple of quarter notes. So let's talk about measures. We feel music as sets of beats. We can divide the music up into those sets. When we call those sets measures. So when you have a feeling of sets of beats, like in our song, Oboe Si Menzana, we could feel those in different sets. And we have bar lines divide up those sets into these measures, measure 1 and measure 2. But what the heck is this? Let's talk about meter signature. At the beginning of a song, we will find its meter signature. This symbol tells you how many beats are in each measure. So at the beginning of a song, you'll see these numbers. Either you can see maybe a 4, in this case over here, a 3, and sometimes even a 2. And that tells us how many beats there are in each of those measures. So what is the meter for this measure? Well, we see that we have 1 beat and 2 beats, so it means this has a 2 on top. So how many measures are in this rhythm? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what we're going to do now is we're going to listen to a little recorded lesson showing you how to follow this little map along with the song, The Surprise Symphony.
Recorded lesson, theme from Surprise Symphony, number 94, by Joseph Haydn.
Hello, my name is Franz Joseph Haydn. You may be wondering why I am speaking so quietly. Well, I'm visiting a friend's home here in Austria. It's very late at night, and my friend and his family are all sleeping. But I can't sleep. At supper tonight, we had the most delicious chicken I have ever had. So, I'm going to tiptoe into the kitchen and help myself to the piece that was left over from supper. Would you like to join me? Well then, I'll give you instructions on how to get to the kitchen, but you must be very quiet. You don't want to wake Rudolph, the family dog. He sleeps in the kitchen. Look at your books, and you'll see 2 rhythms. If you follow these rhythms, we can tiptoe into the kitchen all together and not wake up anyone. The first one is tiptoe, 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 look. The second is tiptoe, tiptoe, look, look. Can you hear the difference between the 2? Listen to the first and then the second. You can tap along with me. Tiptoe, 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 look. Tiptoe, tiptoe, look, look. That's very good. But I really have to be sure you can recognize those rhythms before we tiptoe into the kitchen. I'll play you a little bit of my Surprise Symphony, number 94, that I composed. It has the same 2 rhythms in it. Listen. Tiptoe, 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 look. Tiptoe, 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 look. Tiptoe, 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 look. Tiptoe, tiptoe, look, look. Could you hear my 2 patterns in the music? Can you tell how many times each pattern is heard in the music? Let's say them together as we listen to the music again. Tiptoe, 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 look. Tiptoe, 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 look. Tiptoe, 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 look. Tiptoe, tiptoe, look, look. Could you tell how many times the first pattern was heard? Did someone say 3? Correct. How many times was the second pattern heard? Aha, once, that's correct. I think we're all ready to tiptoe into the kitchen for the chicken. Repeat my rhythms as we tiptoe in. Ready? What was that? Who's there? Is someone coming? I forgot all about that surprise in the music. Quiet, Rudolph. Good boy. If you're quiet, Rudolph, I'll share this last piece of chicken with you. All right, take it, take it. Ah, well, so I start my diet a day early.
So the Surprise Symphony was written by this guy named Franz Joseph Haydn. He was an Austrian composer who wrote the Surprise Symphony for a special after-dinner concert. He knew that many of the people might be using this concert as their nap time, so he used calm string music. He gave them just enough time to doze, and then crash! The whole orchestra played a chord as loud as possible. All right, I hope that you enjoyed that lesson on music, notation, as well as meter and measure, and also some information on Haydn, who's a pretty cool composer. So until next time, go Leopards!